Congress is back in session, and over the next 5 to 10 minutes, I'm going to play a couple clips for you guys, and we're going to break down this Cointelegraph article that just came out 2 hours ago. So this is breaking news. Okay, so according to some Republican lawmakers, the first crypto-related priority in the Senate will be to pass regulation for market structure. Okay, so the clips I want to play are going to be of Charles Hoskinson, Cynthia Lummis, and then we are going to take a look at the Cynthia Lummis Christian Gillibrand market bill, and compared to the Clarity Act, there is differences with the stablecoin regulation there. So first, let's just get back to this Cointelegraph article. So after a month-long break, the U.S. Senate and House of Representatives are scheduled to return to conducting government business, which includes key policies affecting the cryptocurrency and blockchain industry. Both chambers of the 119th session of the U.S. Congress went on recess weeks ago as part of their schedule established in January. The move effectively paused any work towards passage of a bill to establish digital asset market structure. All right. But we have been hearing from individuals like Charles Hoskinson here. Not even in this clip, but countless other times he's been saying in September we could possibly see, you know, the Clarity bill the Clarity Act get passed. You know, the Genius Act was number one. Clarity Act step 2. He wasn't the first person to say this. Cynthia Lummis as well. So we'll take a look at that next. Let's start with Charles right here.
Charles, you are right. The Fed will cut interest rates in September. Can you really see the future? They're going to cut it. And then we are going to get the Clarity Act. And then we're going to have the Giga Chad bull run. Charles, you are right. The Fed.
Okay. So obviously, you know, take what Charles says with a grain of salt. You know, that's what everyone thinks. That's what we're all hoping for. This sounds great. A Giga Chad bull run for the Clarity Act to come maybe in September or in October. That might what it seemed like. Honestly, you look at what Paul Atkins and the SEC is doing, delaying a lot of these ETFs for a potential release of like all of them at once at some point in October or something. So I don't know. I don't think things are going in the negative direction, guys. I think things are going in a positive direction. And you have champions inside the government like Cynthia Lummis. So let's listen to this clip about Cynthia Lummis and the Clarity Act.
The passage of the Genius Act was seen as a major first step for digital assets, but all eyes are now on the Clarity Act, the crypto market structure bill that's now in the hands of the Senate.
Now, the market principles state that legislation should clearly define the legal status of digital assets. Regulation should be modernized, and that regulation should protect those who buy or trade digital assets. What are some of the key points in the Senate's version that people can expect?
Well, the Senate version has something called ancillary assets, which we think is a very clear line legally between what is a commodity and what is a security. We want to do that because, of course, that puts them in different regulatory pockets, with some Securities Exchange Commission taking the security side, which requires a lot of disclosure so consumers are protected. The commodity side is more for digital assets that do not have the indicia of being a security. So that would go to the Commodity Futures Trading Commission.
Okay. So if we jump over to Cynthia Lummis and Christian Gillibrand, RFIA compared to the Clarity Act, the biggest discrepancy is they both expand CFTC authority but diverge on the stablecoin rules and SEC jurisdiction. So the stablecoin rules for Cynthia Lummis defines payment stablecoins with one-to-one backing by high-quality liquid assets, restricted to depository institutions or licensed non-banks. So Clarity Act treats permitted payment stablecoins as digital commodities under CFTC. Allows broader issuance, including non-banks. You know, if you actually sit and do this, like, I implore you guys to go into this, excuse me, on your own. But that's basically it, guys. Go look into this. Cointelegraph. Very interesting. So we'll see what happens with the Clarity Act. If Charles Hoskinson is right, we get the Clarity Act and then a GigaChad bull run. But if we do, we will be here covering it on the Coin Zone. So make sure to subscribe on YouTube, follow us on X, and hang in there because I will see you on the next stream. Appreciate it.